How do you wish to deploy? Aetina rapivia reliquita intra manipulus! The men are close enough to engage. Kingate flantem! Enemy equites are charging our formation! Starte! Starte! This is it! Their will to fight is broken! Miseriamo!
Our way, Legate.
Our way, Legate. If you have a moment, there's a matter which I believe urgently requires your attention. Although our legion is quite new, they're already demonstrating superior discipline and devotion. Unfortunately, no matter how successful a military engagement is, sometimes the pacification of a region demands your personal attention. With all due respect, I'm not in charge of Legio Victrix. You are responsible for making decisions. It is enough to take control, but not enough to keep it. Pockets of resistance will always remain, and it is courage, in my view. I would do the same if my own home were ever subjugated to another nation. Remember, Legate, until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. Left unextinguished, the embers of rebellion can turn into a roaring inferno. The local villagers have armed themselves and managed to take a number of our legionari prisoner. They're now threatening to kill them. Then Mithridates will take back control of their lands and we will lose it. Of course, this mission demands some tact and care. Please form a team based on those criteria. Our way, Legate. We're not at full strength, but we have enough men to get things done. If a battle awaits us, we will manage. Worse, the men we do have are not very experienced. We should not be fighting any battles in this state. I should also note that we have quite a lot of people injured from the recent fighting. As soon as they're back in action, we'll be in better shape. We have many legionari.
Salve, Domine. At your service.
Have you asked my king how much he will give you for releasing me? Have you come to see me beg and grovel?
Please excuse me.
I will not give you the satisfaction.
These piglets won't feed us for long. We should wait for their parents to return.
And then get gored on their tusks. I say we take the piglets and leave it at that.
We are well protected here. Be ready. As soon as I see them, I shoot. Defensive formation, slow and steady. Stay here! They must fight on our terms! We will wait here for the enemy to come! Follow me! Pallas Athena, give me the strength to stop my foes! come to us! That's not good at all.
I shall vanquish our enemies.
Stay Stay in cover and wait for the enemy. We will wait here for the enemy to come. Until you see the whites in their eyes. Come on, this way!
Last of them? Truly.
For the glory of Rome!
At your service. Salve. Legate.
All is
we
well,
have
I
the
hope.
resources needed to improve your tent. Our way, Legate. Orestes tells me the Legion has recently captured some Very good. I have drawn up a report about the various things I believe the Legion needs. There is a certain order in which these upgrades must be made. Logistical concerns and all that. Let me show you my plans.
Our way, Legate. We're not at full strength. Worse, the men...
Away.
Good night.
We are ready to deploy the Legion. Alicite hostes in infamata mamitiam, our rights have reached the enemy lines. Enemy equites are charging our formation! Musiriamo!
Soldiers, let's get out of here!
They came back, only to run off again. I wonder what it is they are looking for.
he won't. How long will you let him string you along like this?
It turns out there was a snake in the basket. I only realized after it bit me.
How did you survive?
I don't know. Maybe the snake wasn't venomous.
Nonsense!
A Roman officer at my temple. I am Theophilus, High Priest of Apollon and ruler of Musia. It is foolish of you to come here, considering that we are at war. But I will not spill your blood in front of Apollon Alexikakos. Your legion has unlawfully occupied Lesbos. You must leave at once, or be destroyed by King Mithridates. My predecessor, Praegonius Mauro, was an arrogant Optimus who cared not one iota for the wishes of his people. You dog-fucking Romans think you can just sit in your fancy villas and decree how people should live their lives hundreds of leagues away. Well, I say enough! With the support of Pontus, I have cast off the tyranny of Rome, unseated that sniveling sycophant Mauro, and the people love me for it. They love Mithridates Megas. Never. Musia owes everything to Pontus. Our oaths of fealty to the Alliance will never be broken, so it seems. You are still here. For the life of me, I cannot fathom why. Get out of my sight.
You know he won't. How long will you let him string you along like this? Strategos! Over here, please. I must speak to you. Thank you for stopping. You are the Strategos of a Roman legion, are you not? I saw you talking with Theophilus. My name is Zenobia. I am the widow of Preconius Maro, the rightful governor of Musia, whom Theophilus murdered. I beseech you to help me exact my revenge upon Theophilus. I have many allies still among the powerful people of Musia. If you will help me kill Theophilus, in return, I promise to break the alliance with Pontus. Well, I find that word distasteful, but I do not. Violence is not my strength. I have no talent for it. That is why I need your help. Theophilus knows me, and he knows that I resent him. But many of the priests here dine with him. Perhaps one of them can be tricked or threatened to help you? He has such meetings occasionally, as any politician does. It might be possible to trick him somehow into thinking King Mithridates wants a meeting in secret.
If he has a way to communicate with the forces of Pontus, we could always try our hand at a little forgery.
You cannot be seen to strike first. If the people turn against us, I will not be able to regain control. If you can provoke him to attack you, so you can be seen to kill him in self-defense, You might get away with it. We are not close. Perhaps someone here in this temple can give you what you need. Thank you, Legate. My husband was a loyal servant of Rome. He wasn't perfect, but he cared deeply for his people. He did not deserve to be cut open in the night like cattle.
The Man Crusher. You are the Man Crusher, aren't you?
Indeed you have, Domine. Yet in this specific case, I fear this young man is referring to me. It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Wait, what? Man Crusher? Are you serious? That's a euphemism, surely.
I'm afraid not. And nothing good ever came out of that name. I greet you, young man. I was indeed known as the Man-Crusher of Halicarnassus. But my past life is a distant memory now. Tell your master I don't fight for sport anymore.
Cheater! I'm not here to hire you. I'm here for vengeance.
I have so many questions.
Pigres, son of Diocles, son of Diodoros, spear thrower and Pancration athlete. Champion.
Diodoros, you are his grandchild. Is he still alive?
Grief has turned him into a husk of the man he once was, but he is indeed still alive. Cheater!
I used to be a wrestler. I was pretty good at it too. I represented my hometown.
Honor? What do you know of honor?
Before I was sold as a servus, I was the champion of my people, adored and envied.
Until my grandfather faced you, and you had to cheat in order to...
It is a kind of wrestling. Very popular around Aegaeum Mare. One of the...
You were a gladiator? You look nothing like a gladiator. How did you survive? I have seen free citizens fight in the arena. You competed for a prize in a kind of arena.
The Man-Crusher of Halicarnassus was going to face my grandfather in the games. Everyone knew he'd lose, for Diodorus was the greatest wrestler Cos has ever produced.
He was formidable. And frankly, for the first time in my life, I was afraid of losing. They sent me to the games and told me, come back with the trophy, or do not come back at all. Not exactly. I didn't even face him. I stole the trophy.
You did what?
I certainly didn't see this coming. Cinerus is a thief, huh?
I reject that characterization of me. I've stolen only once. That hardly constitutes a habit. You should know, young man. As a result of my actions, Halicarnassus was expelled from the Union. I have paid for my crimes.
I am told you were exiled and sold as a servus. That still doesn't satisfy my grandfather's honor. The trophy belongs to my family. Give it back! I, Pigres, accept this challenge in my grandfather's name. He is a frail old man who can barely lift his finger now. But you can accept me as an extension of his will.
Wait. Pigres is a professional wrestler in his prime. Cinerus, however formidable, is an old man. He doesn't stand a chance against Pigres. It's not fair.
You're right, Centurio, but what is? Perhaps this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I finally pay for my crimes.
Let us make it fair, then. I shall represent Cineros.
Why would I fight you? You are not a side in this conflict. It is Cineros who committed the offense. It is Cineros who should fight.
I may not know anything about your customs, but I know what you are. You are Diodorus' champion. Now accept me as Cineros' champion.
This is my fight. My crime to atone for. You don't have to do this for me, Bestia. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say, but you could cheer for me. Pigres the wrestler, prepare yourself.
Let's see what a gladiator knows of Pancration. You're not as scary as you look. Strength is no match for skill, gladiator.
I'm just testing your defenses. Where did your grin go, wrestler? You were so triumphant a moment ago.
Is that all you got? Oh, it's not over yet. I think you broke my collarbone.
Your footwork is sloppy. Come on, get back up.
Enough! It hurts too much. You win. I have brought shame to my family. I do not know how I will face Theodorus after this. Please leave. I have to think.
Good day to you, my friend. May I interest... I am called Voithos. Your name marks you as a person of great distinction. I would be thrilled to part with some of my materials. It is my... Of tools, I have plenty. How many do you need? As you wish. I can certainly provide that. You will not be disappointed in the quality of my items. Of tools, I have plenty. How many do you need?
Good day to you, honored Romans. Have you need of... Good day to you, honored Romans. Have you need of food or medicine? I am Alexios. I have no wine. Her name is Callist. I liked him better when he was just a priest. Why has he sent our... After the proprietor died... A moment of your time, please. I have come. Please forgive him. I am Theodoros indeed. I have unfinished.
What if we fight with our minds?
A mind fight?
Pancration.
True.
Riddles. One shall pose 3 questions.
Since I am the one challenging...
That's reasonable.
Consider this thing. It cannot be seen.
Now, you cannot see or weigh the wind, but can you trap wind in a barrel? You would need to take something away. Wait, it's a hole, isn't it? The answer is a hole.
Correct. Your second question follows. Consider a beast which devours all other beasts. It gnaws on iron and grinds stones to dust. It slays king and ruins town. It even beats mountains down.
Many beasts can destroy things. That sounds too simplistic, doesn't it?
You are strong in mind, Cineros. I did not consider Alexandros Megas. When he conquered Gord...
That's an odd riddle. He wouldn't. He sliced through the knot using his sword. Thus no one will ever know if that puzzle could be solved.
You win, Cineros the Man-Crusher. It turns out you were the superior contestant after all.
I probably wasn't the superior contestant back then. I was afraid, my friend. And my fear brought shame both to Kos and Alicanassus.
Thank you for admitting that, and for allowing an old man to compete one final time.
And I thank you, Theodoros, for allowing me to redeem myself. My mind is at ease now. Wale. Domine.
I just visited the new baths last night.
Oh.
Couldn't believe my eyes when I saw what they built.
The new Legatus really is looking out for us, huh?
Oh, it's better than the bathhouses back home, to tell you the truth.
Oh, thank you. If it weren't for you, our temple would be ashes now. Somebody set the temple on fire. Not all of the locals are fond of Apollon. They believe the temple is built on an old pathway to Hades. According to some, the temple is blocking the way to Hades and keeping the dead from reaching their intended destination. There's nothing we can give you but our undying thanks.
Have you sacrificed anything today?
Not yet.
How long do I have to...
You are still here. For the life of me, I cannot fathom why. Ugh. Listen, there's a dull quality to our footsteps here. I think there is a chamber beneath our feet.
It is unusual to see a Roman soldier here in these times. Are we not at war with Rome? Ah, yes, he did mention that, I think. I am a disciple of Theophilus. My name is Rhiannos. Why do you ask? Perhaps you've passed through my home region? But I should be very surprised if so. I hail from a small village in the mountains, a day's travel east of Adramyttion. I have a great deal of family there. It is fortunate that Apollon gifted me a keen mind. I benefit greatly from his wisdom, and his piety cannot be denied.
Your discretion is wise, but my Dominus has no love for yours, child. You may speak freely.
In that case, no. I would not say that I like my master, but I...
I'm not sure if you can make wine out of honey. Honey isn't a kind of grape.
he won't. How long will you let him string you along like this?
Good day to you, honored Romans. Have you need— What? But please, no! This is all I have! I will be ruined! That is less than half of what my goods are worth! Please, I beg you, show mercy. Well, I hope my medicine helps to save many lives.
Ah, I heard good things about that play. The guy who plays Heracles is gorgeous.
It's good to see you again. What do you correct? It is my view that in order to pay full and proper tribute to Hephaestus Clitotechnes, one must, though I have, there is no, I would not, but in the finely wrought jewelry, sturdy tools, sharp.
What's this? Secret messages. Signed by Mithridates. Theophilus is secretly corresponding with the king.
With these letters in hand, I could potentially forge a similar letter. That way we might be able to lure Mithridates away from his men. But we should discuss this under more private circumstances.
Hello again.
It seems our vandalism paid off. This chamber looks like it used to be open to the air. I wonder why it was sealed.
he won't. How long will you let him string you along like this? You only...
All is well, I hope. Away, Legate.
I've been examining those letters we found hidden in the Temple of Apollon. I am confident I could forge Mithridates' handwriting based on this. It's certainly worth the attempt. In the worst-case scenario, he will see through the ruse and stay put. But if he does take the bait and come alone, we could apprehend him then, solving the matter with no bloodshed. That is an intriguing thought. You did cleverly avoid making any promises to Zenobia, I noticed. As a mere means to an end, forcing Theophilus to switch sides is just as good as putting Zenobia in his place. I shall begin at once. It will not take long, I think.
Away.
Travelers, beware, go no further. Its lair. The Chimera! You are in the domain of the Chimera, and she demands tribute. Follow me then, but draw your weapons and keep your wits about you. For here it lives. Place your offerings into the mouth of the Chimera. If you ignore my warnings, you will be forever cursed.
Good to see you again. Any news about our agreement? Oh, this is a clever ploy. I didn't expect this at all. Very good. Yes, I believe I can ensure this letter makes its way to him. You plan to kill him there? To be honest, I am relieved. Asking for Theophilus to be killed was not in my nature. It was an act of desperation. Removing him without violence is vastly preferable. Theophilus will get this letter from Mithridates. I trust you will take it from there.
You! What is going on here? I did not expect such low deception from a Roman. What do you want? Surely you have not lured me out here just to kill me.
You can keep your life, traitor, but nothing else beside it.
Curse you, woman! I should have known you were behind this all along. Do you not understand that everything I've done was to ensure the safety and prosperity of Musia?
My husband was not perfect, but he was a good man and a wise ruler.
Please, Roman, you have been manipulated. Maro was utterly indifferent to the needs or wishes of the people. He governed only to enrich himself and his closest friends. It wasn't some crime of personal greed. What I did was supported by our peers. The alternative was the deaths of thousands and the destruction of our city.
Do you think what you did was right just because you surrounded yourself with more cowards?
None of us wanted this war. My only wish is to protect my people. Yes, I swear it by Apollon Alexikakos.
You can't! I demand justice for my husband! He's only saying these things because you have a knife to his throat. He'll turn on you just as he turned on us.
You are not the rightful ruler of Musia, Zenobia. No more than I was. What you've done here today will be visited upon you tenfold when the war is over.
If I can save Musia from the wrath of Rome and restore us to law and order, I will gladly accept any punishment for what I've had to do to achieve it. Please meet me back at the temple, Strategos. We have one more matter to deal with. What if I told you I could get you into King Mithridates' camp? Utterly unnoticed. Isn't that every commander's dream? A chance to meet their enemy up close? To get a sense of them, maybe listen in on their plans, without them ever knowing you were there. I need your help to right a terrible wrong, but I really do think this will be an amazing opportunity for you to get a feel for Mithridates. Theophilus made a terrible pact with Mithridates. Musia was promised rulership over Troas after the war. The agreement was made in writing. If Troas ever learns of this, well, I believe another war will tear us apart. Precisely. I know of a small group of Pontic scouts camped nearby. If you take them by surprise, you should be able to use their uniforms to disguise yourself. That way you and perhaps one of your most trusted people can sneak into Mithridates' main camp.
Not a bad plan, if I'm being honest. Bold. But the best spycraft always is.
It would be kept either in the king's personal tent or with his scribe. Isn't it obvious? An up-close look at Mithridates' forces. A first-hand head count. You may even catch a glimpse of the king himself. Only stay your hand if you do so. An assassination attempt would be ill-advised in those surroundings.
Mithridates is known as an excellent general. He's the first of Rome's enemies in a long time to truly threaten the peace of the Republic.
And I have inherited the consequences of his decisions. The contract is made on our city's behalf, and I will be held to account for it. Until you destroy that contract, I cannot risk withdrawing Musia from the siege of Kitsikos.